was a bit of an up and down year for you when you had those stretches where you weren't playing. What was that like for you when you kind of look back on the season?
I mean, obviously it's tough. It's everyone wants their year to go perfect, so when it doesn't, it's frustrating. Um, it's things that really they're only just gonna help me as a player, help me grow. Um, I think I've learned a lot about my game over the season, so I mean, having those downs sometimes helps you out. So I've got to keep working at improving my game. Come back a lot better next year.
What do you think you learned about your game in that process that you want to like really this is what I need to do to get back to the way you were playing it in your rookie season?
Yeah, I think obviously getting stronger is something that um, you always need to work on. I think when I'm skating and playing with my instincts, I think that's probably when I play my best hockey. So gotta just kind of get back to that. Go home, work on skating, speed, quickness, and come back and hopefully play the way I want to.
Do you feel that like you lost a bit of sense of trusting your instinct?
Um, Maybe at times like you want to play more simple,
Hmm.
limit mistakes, things like that. But um, I think over the last probably quarter of the season, last half, I guess, um, I think I kind of started to get that back a little bit. So something to build off, and I need to kind of just reset, I guess, and improve on my game.
How much have you enjoyed? I mean, yes, the struggles on the ice, but just developing what this young core is like. I know you all are quite close, and just going through all this together.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have a lot of younger guys, a lot of really good guys. So, um, I mean, losing and missing the playoffs is frustrating. But I think this young core, I mean, like you said, starting with guys like Nico and Jack, I mean, those are really really good pieces to build around. So, I think in that sense, the team's in a good spot having those guys as the core. So. Hopefully we can just take another big step next year.
Did you feel a significant difference from your rookie year where you're playing the same like five teams over and over again? The travel is right, like it's very different than what you experienced this year. Did you feel a significant difference like that?
Um, Not too much. Maybe just like playing in new rinks and stuff
Mhm.
like that. I mean, yeah, I mean it was different. Played way less games too. So that's another big difference probably between the 2 years, but not a ton though.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, you mentioned you wanted to get better at skating and faster. How are you going to do this? Just working on edge work? Is it maybe weighted sprints? Like, what can you do to kind of help improve the skating?
I mean, there's a lot of things. I think core strength and leg strength is kind of probably the base of that. There's things off the ice for foot speed that I can do to kind of develop that quicker twitch, I guess. And then on the ice, there's things like power skating, just like you said, edge work, and I mean, I like to be on the ice and I like to skate a lot, so just being on the ice a lot too. I think that just helps, and I'm looking forward to doing that this summer.
Are you one of those guys that hates getting off the ice? I mean, some guys don't skate a lot during the summer; they do more off ice stuff. But are you one of those guys that likes to be on the ice when you're getting your work in?
Yeah, I love to be on the ice. That's probably one thing. I just love to play games. I love to be on the ice. So obviously the off ice is really important too, and that's something that I'll emphasize a lot. But anytime I can get on the ice and get some extra reps and touches, it's something that I want to do.
And lastly, how good will it be to get away just for a little bit, even if it's a couple of weeks, to not think about hockey and refresh a little bit and just escape a bit, and then you can come back, obviously, to recharge?
Yeah. For me, there's not really not thinking about hockey. Period. That's my everyday, all the time. All the decisions I make are kind of revolved around that. But I was telling Amanda I'm gonna have my dad come down and we're gonna drive home together. So it's a lot of hours in the car together, but it'll be nice for us to kind of relax and just enjoy hanging out together.
Sorry, how long is that drive? How many hours is it?
Oh, I don't even know. I know only looked at the first little while. I'm gonna have to drop him off in Saskatoon. That's about 31 hours, and then I think I have another 13 or 14 to Kelowna, and then another 4 to Vancouver. So I have a few days in Saskatoon, a few in Kelowna, and I'll be in Vancouver. So
You'd be stopping to see like the biggest ball of wax and all the things along the road.
yeah, I have no idea what our plan is. I don't even know the route, but I'll leave that up to him. He can figure all that stuff out.
Thanks, Ty.
Thank you, Sam. Next question go to Neil McHale, Inside Hockey.
Hi, Ty. When you were in Spokane, you were always, the guy there. You weren't in the spot where you're maybe necessarily, looking over your shoulder at some of the guys. Even down the stretch, there's a lot of defensemen that came into, the picture here. And maybe there are guys who you're going to have to battle a little bit in camp next year. Does that kind of thing drive you to be better? And is that kind of a challenge that you're embracing now?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I think that's healthy. I mean, even in junior, like I was the guy, but we did have other good players, other good defensemen there. I think internal competition is something that it's on all good teams, and having that here, I think we have that here. Like you said, we have some good defensemen. Have the same thing up front. I mean, I think that's really important in creating a culture that you're always wanting to get better. You're competing with each other, and I think that kind of helps everyone get better and helps the team. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think we had that kind of going this year, and we'll have it again next year. So it should help our team out.
And, obviously a disappointing season, but, the two players sandwiched between when you got picked in the first round, Nico and Jack, have both made long-term commitments to stay in this organization. How much does that encourage that things are going to be headed in the right direction?
I mean, yeah, that's really exciting for the team. I think they both took really big steps again in their games, and they're both good leaders too. So I think having those guys, it's really encouraging for the organization.
At times over, this year and last year where you worked with Elaine Nazardine. Obviously, there may be some, there's always changes in an organization from year to year, but what has he meant for your career in terms of, so far in terms of working with him?
Yeah, Naz has been really good for me. We get along pretty well, and I think he helped me out a lot my first year. I'm kind of trying to figure out how to defend in the NHL. It's obviously a huge step from junior. So having him going over video and stuff with me often, it's really helped me in that sense. And yeah, I'm thankful to have had him and have him.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Neil. Next question go to Dan Rice.
Thanks. Hey, Ty, just to kind of piggyback off that a little bit, what has it been like for you as a young defender to have guys like a PK Subban and a Dougie Hamilton to lean on and ask questions about the rigors of playing an NHL schedule and at this top level of competition?
Yeah, it's obviously been good. Played with PK for most of the year. He's been around a long time. Been on some good playoff runs, some good teams. Won a Norris, Olympic gold. He's done a lot of things. So he's probably one of those guys, I guess, that's been a good voice for me to hear, I guess, as an older guy. I mean, not just me. He's talks to all the young guys. We have a lot of young guys in our team, so he's obviously a really vocal guy. But he's been really good. I'm fortunate to have been teammates with him these last couple of years. Also, I mean, I think we have a lot of good guys in the locker room. Even younger guys, they've been kind of similar, like you said, good guys to hang out with and lean on. So I'm fortunate to have good teammates.
Are you a guy that, like in the situation with PK, you said you played with him a lot this season. Do you pick his brain any chance you get, asking questions, tips, tricks, that kind of stuff?
I don't even need to pick his brain. He's I think he's picking mine. Honestly, he's trying to plant ideas in my head. So, yeah, he's like I said, really vocal. So, he's always talking.